My Rheem water heater is showing a discharge suction trip A004 error followed by an emergency cutoff code A200. I've restarted several times.
What happened just before your Rheem water heater displayed this message?
No idea, we are experiencing a severe cold spell.
How long has this been going on with your Rheem water heater? What have you tried so far?
I've simply restarted several times. It tries to run and then shuts down.
Anything else we should know to help you best?
My heater does not utilize the heat pump function.
Hello, my name is to help you with your heater if I can. Are you getting any water at all from your hot spigots in the house? And if you could send the model hash on the info sticker on side of unit, that would be helpful. Look forward to your reply. Best regards, Patrick.
The label is a bit difficult to interpret. Does this sound correct? 208 to 230. I am fine typing. Here is a picture of the label. I texted the image of the label.
Got them, thanks. Give me just a second to check specs. So that code is a safety feature. Means your eco has tripped. You'll need to open the top cover of the upper heating element, and press the red button just like in the movies. Press the red button. This should help. If it keeps tripping, we'll have to look for the reason why. Might be a bad thermostat or element.
I've done that several times. Skeptical. It tried start at first, now just sounds the alert.
Okay, then you'll have to do some diagnostics. Do you have an electrical tester, and are you comfortable using them? If not, this would be a relatively easy fix for a tech. Chances are you have a bad thermostat. It can be bad as well, and it is with the upper thermostat. If you do, I'd recommend replacing upper and lower thermostats at the same time as they're relatively inexpensive.
Okay, considering the fact that I'm in the midst of a freak South Texas winter storm. This sounds like something I'm going to have to hold off until I can get somebody out here to work on it.
Yeah, sorry to hear about your troubles. Been fielding calls from your fellow Texans for last few days nonstop. A lot of freeze-ups. You keeping the house cranked up and the hot and cold lines trickling everywhere?
I haven't been keeping all of the process trickling. I was worried about the well. I just lost power again, so I don't have water anyway.
Dang, you guys are getting the business. What are the chances you got a wood stove? How deep is your well line from the casing to the house?
Gas, so at least I can heat food and water. I'm not sure, it's a very old house and don't know when and if it's been replaced.
Yeah, I was just thinking of draining back your system if you thought you might be powered down for a while. Hard to judge with what's going on down there.
What would that entail?
Well, it can be pretty detailed when you winterize a place. But again, when I do it up here to camps and homes, they're being prepped for being in cold storage for several months. Where you are trying to keep the ambient temp in the house pretty warm, you might get by with clearing lines and outside walls, etc. Just trying to think of strategies for you to protect plumbing if you can't run water. I'm assuming you're on septic, and if so, you have to be careful not to have drain line and or septic freeze. Just hard to advise not knowing the plumbing layout. If you did decide to, Probably the easiest and surest ways is to pump RV non-toxic antifreeze through the hot and cold lines. You could even put some down each drain. The other side of the coin is just crank the heat as hard as you can take it till the weather breaks. Again, I'm guessing that is probably sketchy when they keep drooping power. Do you have a generator?
No, but due far the electricity had been on about half the time. House temp hadn't stopped below 60. I belong to an electric co-op. Thinking that's helping the availability of electricity.
Could be. I've heard from different folks from around your state, and they've all experienced different time frames of outages. When you do have power, crank the heat. You want to stuff your home with as many BTUs as she can take. The bigger the heat mass, the better off you'll be in between.
Thanks. I appreciate your help. Hope you are safe and warm.
We are, thanks for saying. Got the wood stove cranked right up, bub. We expect it up here and usually are good to go, but you guys got sucker punched by old man winter. I'll keep an eye peeled for any post from you. I'll be on till 5 or so EST.
Thanks you, Patrick.
You bet. Hang in there. There's always a silver lining, just may take a few days before you see it.
We needed the moisture.
Did you get snow with the cold?
6 inches Sunday night, and it's still here.
I bet that looks pretty on the Texas landscape. Any good sledding hills nearby?
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/YTHI.